So a versus challenge that I've been looking forward to doing here with this newest Dercy Marmoset character is versus Joy, actually, because as you can see, they look kind of similar. Actually, people thought that Dercy in the new loading screen was supposed to be a skin for Joy, which I find really silly, but you know, I could see why people thought of that. So we're gonna find out exactly who's better. Alright, they're both the same level, the same trophy count, and they both have some reasonably good items on. But if you guys want to see a video where we do like full special crazy items on Dercy, then definitely comment that down below and I got you. But for now, we're gonna be rocking this very reliable item setup, and we're just gonna find out who's better. Let's quickly go through the abilities of Dercy, by the way, just in case you haven't seen like the first video about this character. So the passive, she pushes back characters with a little bit of a knockback if they get too close without dealing any damage. And the active throws coconuts at enemies, which could deal a plethora of different like effects and such, like slowness, freeze, stun, a lot of different stuff. I'm gonna save it as a surprise for you. And then the primal instant is pretty good. You throw 3 coconuts, and then the next one will have a guaranteed stun effect, which is really useful. So let's select Dercy right now, and for now let's play the newest character, and then we're gonna go for Joy and see who's better. Okay, so as you can see, this character is pretty good so far, I would say. We're gonna find out like the strengths and weaknesses of each one, but as you can see, I definitely think that she's on the stronger side, but I'm not sure yet if she's actually like a busted, super overpowered character, because as you can see, the effects sometimes just don't really mean much because they're kind of hard to hit. So this time we hit, and then we get a stun. But that's because of the primal instinct, you see. So that's kind of unfortunate. Usually they kind of look like dashes right here, but they're not. So that was a blindness. That right there was a, what was it? I don't even know because it didn't even happen. This is a stun because you see the circular effect, which means stun guaranteed. Okay, what is that? Like, that didn't even do anything. You gotta hit him properly or something. You gotta... you gotta hit your shots well, that's the thing. Come on. Come on, just charge up already. Like, that really did nothing. That's the thing about this character that I kind of dislike so far. But apart from that, she seems to be really chill. And just a really sweet character to play, especially against tanks. Like Nico, for example. It's really cool fighting those, because you can just knock them back. And also, from what I've seen, get a bit of health from it, because that just happened now. We got a bit of HP from knocking not the Susie, the Lizzie away. Which I can't help but just find really useful sometimes. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's try to... There we go. We actually get some health from that. Nice. Alright, 3 coconuts, baby. What's going on? Yeah, nothing. That's the thing about the character, though. But here's the thing, here's what you need to understand yourself, and that is, Joy and Dercy are very different characters. When I first saw the loading screen of this character like pouncing on an iris with a coconut, I thought that this character was like a jumping assassin just like Joy, but I was very wrong. This is more on the, you know, medium range damage dealer, mischievous little weird character, you know, gimmicky character, kind of like Ravi, for example, kind of like that. Where the whole idea, instead of dealing a lot of damage or like a lot of knockback or whatever, it's actually just, you know, confusing the enemy. Just a really weird niche thing. That's kind of how it is here, with different effects from the coconuts. Okay, it reminds me of, definitely reminds me of the one from Brawl Stars, Juju, actually. Yeah, that has like 3 different attacks, each doing something different. It's very reminiscent of that, actually. Very similar, but with more unique and special effects, I would say. It is a cooler mechanic than in Brawl Stars. Alright. Come on, Nyx! I'm missing all of them. Yes, very nice. Ooh, bomb. Just what kind of range is this gonna have? I want to know. Okay, look. Here's what I don't understand, Zooba. And I want an explanation. I want it now. Why do you deem this character as being a sniper? Because this is in any way, shape, or form a sniper character. Like, what in the world are we looking at here? Is this the same character? This is a medium range character. That's exactly what Dercy is. I'm not clowning on the character, not at all, but I'm just saying it's a wrong description. I hope they change it, because in the game, you see next to the character name and the characters tab, you can see this sort of stuff, and it bothers me. Come on. Alright, stun. Yeah, like, the only time where I see actual effects being useful is with the primal instinct. Like, the primal instinct effect is amazing, but, you know, apart from that, I don't see anything doing all too much. You saw how that, you know, the coconut with the dark little cloud did absolutely nothing, yet my guy Fuzzy walks straight through it. Come on. Look at that. We hit him with something, but yet nothing happened. Okay, now he's blinded. It needs to be like a direct shot. You can also afflict fear. Okay, I hardly ever saw that. The coconuts are very hard to hit. It would have made a lot of sense if the Primal Instinct was just something to make it easier to hit your shots with, but the extra stun is definitely fantastic. So, quick side note, I want to mention that we're on a beta testing version of the game, if you haven't realized already. But either way, let's go for Joy now. And the item setup? Well, the item setup is pretty similar, to be fair. Not that much else going on right now, but we need to add 2 more items. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And this is, I would say, pretty good for like an assassin close range type of character because of the adrenaline shot. So let's see what's up. And let's play completely differently. Okay, now it's a different story. So as you know, Joy did get nerfed like a few months back, maybe 2 months ago. So she's definitely not at the level that she used to be, but I still see her sometimes in the game and is pretty dangerous, I gotta say. Pretty strong character for the most part. Look at those jumps. She's especially good in teams, but she does get mauled by a lot of characters, unfortunately. So, you know, it is definitely a risky pick. You're very spontaneous and risky, and especially if you pick Joy, I gotta say. But, you know, it could be worth it. Sometimes it isn't, though. It isn't the best character for getting trophies, I'll tell you that much. But that doesn't make the character necessarily bad. You know, it's just that you could make some really reckless plays and mess up if you're not paying attention and not careful. I mean, you could even be careful, yet still mess up because of, you know, this game and how it works. Alright, level 18 Donna. This is somewhat of a fair fight. Let's go. Oh, Edgar? From a certain game I know about? That's so cool. Come here, boy. No, that wall is not saving you. I'm sorry. You can't just phase through the wall. Okay, look, this is outrageous. What a play! Impressive. My guy used that shield properly. Nice. Yeah, nice. 9 kills. So obviously with a character like this, we're gonna end up having more kills. Definitely. That's definitely gonna happen. That doesn't mean the character is necessarily better though, alright? We just all serve different purposes and stuff, you know? If Dercy has the different effects, then this character is more aggressive. If Dercy has more health for more HP or health, then this character has more like damage, for example, you know? Oh, what's up, my boy? I missed everything. Yep, never playing again. Never. I'm just kidding. Come here, boy. Nice. We got that old stink effect, you know what I'm saying? The monkey stink effect. I know this is a lemur. It's probably not a monkey. Or maybe lemurs are actual monkeys. I don't know. I actually have no idea. Alright, Iggy. Get ready. Oh, we can't even pick that one up. It's such a horrible display. Why can't I savor that weapon and use it? Come on. Imagine if there was a feature in this game where you would see a legendary weapon on the ground where you can't claim and you could spend like 50 gems to turn it into something you can use. That would be diabolical. Like, that would be extremely pay to win and ridiculous. But Zooba could do that, and I would find it funny, but it wouldn't be very, very funny, to be honest. Okay, where's the last enemy? And it's him! Oh, perfect dodge! Easy dubs. So, at the end of the day, I would say that there's a big difference between these two characters, okay? Usually, I'm on the side of the newest character because I want to see what it's all about, so I'm interested about the newest character, and then we see, like, who's better. Look, should have started out with Joy. Joy is the better character, undeniably. It's not just the matter that we got more kills, the game went significantly more smoothly than the Dercy game. Both the same level, arguably same items, like, kind of the same items going on. There's no way. Like, yeah, we have very, very similar item setups going on right now, as you can see. How did Joy do so much better than Dercy? Okay? Does that mean that Dercy's necessarily a bad character? Definitely not. She's definitely gonna be good in teams and such. But from this comparison, I gotta say, Joy takes the cake. But still, comment down below who you think is better, okay? Because I want to know about that. I want to know what you guys think, and you gotta tell me in the comments, alright? So I'll see you in the next one, and also comment down below what other videos you'd like to see with this newest character, what kind of other, like, versus challenges you want to see. Goodbye!